Hello and welcome. So if you want to have a look inside this €300,000 motorhome, let's do it now. This is a Concorde Credo made in Germany at Aschbach. Very nice place to visit, and I'm going to take you inside. But before I do that, I'm going to tell you just a tiny bit about it, which is its name. This is the Credo 791 Li Graphic Edition. 8 meters in length by 233 and 334 centimeters in height. So I'm not an engineer, but I've got a friend who is, and he reckons that that is just about the maximum on a motorhome. What about double-decker buses? Yeah, well, that's a good point, but I did say I'm not an engineer and I don't know. So, well, 302,000 it costs actually. So there's no steering wheel. Why do that? They take the steering wheel off, you put it down there, and the reason is to give it a more less automotive appearance. But we'll have a look at that from the back. Hey, what do you think of this? This is pretty smart, isn't it? Oh, very, very nice looking vehicle. Right, so bedroom at the back, windows on either side of the bed, and above the bed we've got a skylight. Well, that's quite common, but the bed you enter like from up here, and not only that, when I stand on this step here, I am well, almost stand upright. So it's about 1.70 m here, but I mean, you're not going to be standing there anyway, so it doesn't make any difference. Let's have a look down the vehicle. And now, what I mentioned to you from this position, okay, you know it's a motorhome, but it mightn't be. Not that removing the steering wheel from this angle, I think, makes a great deal of difference. Right, well, let's have a look at some of the features in the bedroom. You've got the heater there. You can see the Aldi heater down there, so you can turn the heating on before you get out of bed. Of course, it'll still be cold unless you hang around in bed for another 20 minutes or so. I really like these blinds. They look pretty good. Got this door that slides across. Now, I know I've said in many videos that I bet they stop working after a while. Well, maybe in a €300,000 motorhome, it's not going to start rattling as it might do in a €60,000 motorhome. But anyway, we have got on the left, this will go down there, close like that, and there we have the toilet. And of course we can close it at this side as well, and in here we will find the laundry bags, as well as a very large wardrobe. There is the shower. Oh, hey, this is very nice. And open this up here. Now, I bet you're going to say, oh, only 2 hobs. Well, yeah, there are only 2 hobs, but I mean, at this level, you can actually order another if you want 3. I think you'd even have 4 if you wanted them. I can say, in my personal experience, I've never, well, I can count on my hands and my feet the amount of times I've used all 3, but that's me. And if you think you're going to need more, then you can order more. Of course, there is a grill behind me as well. Very nice kitchen block, yes, and comes with this, very useful. And there you go, proper sides to the doors, but not soft close. And ooh, very attractive. Right, there's your grill, there's your freezer, and there's your fridge. It's one of these fridges that opens both ways. Oh, I got a good question on the internet relating to these fridges, because you see they open both ways. Somebody asked, what about the guarantee if these pins here break? So there have been some problems with that. Okay, with a company like Concorde, I don't think there's any problem with Concorde actually playing. But what if it's a cheaper company? there should be no problem. I mean, this should be covered by the guarantees given by both the manufacturer of the motorhome and Dometic. Of course, when you've got more than one guarantee, there's always an argument about who ends up paying it. I know that one. Right. Storage along the sides. You know, I don't like things like this. I like things to be covered so that they don't fly out. I mean, I do appreciate it's highly unlikely that this is sort of going to fly out like that or like that and then smash below. I do appreciate that, but depends how you're doing your rallying. I do feel, as I always say, that when you don't have a bed up front, it seems to offer so much space, and it's an absolutely wonderful living environment. And now, what I said earlier about it not having this automotive appearance, you could take the steering wheel off. I think you'd agree that in this case, maybe it doesn't have so much of an automotive appearance. Also, of course, you take the steering wheel off, it allows your chair to sort of gives far more space. I mean, with mine, of course, I'm in a vehicle which is 2.5 meters shorter, but it really does get in the way. Not that I would start taking the steering wheel off if an option aftermarket solution became available to me. Now, I'd like to tell you more about the vehicle. So I'm going to sit down here, look down there, and here I shall read a little bit of this thing here. So we've got this price list and information, and that can get quite a lot from it. So the aircon, for example, is 2.4 kilowatts. I can see that. Tank 270 liters, and the black water, sorry, the what do you call it, the black tank, 230 liters. So the waste grey water tank, 230 liters as well. So obviously if these large things, you don't have cassettes. Well, they're rare to see cassettes in something like this. What else does it have? But almost everything here is actually included except a chassis packet, which costs 6,470, which is included in the price I gave you. But most things are just sort of part of the series. Anyway, I didn't tell you a great deal about it there. Good. We'll have a wander around outside. What do you think of these coverings? Write down what you think. I know it doesn't match the one on the other side, but I think it looks quite attractive. Right, let's come out. Now, notice how the bed was, and above the bed is above this, the garage. A garage in this vehicle, I would imagine, could take maybe it can take 450 kilos of weight. These things here aren't particularly light. So you've got your electrics are through there, you've got the fuse boxes and everything through there. Right, so it's on an Iveco. So there you go, Concorde Credo, 302,000 euros. Write down what you think about it. You can see all the extra stories as well from down here. Very nice vehicle, 9 meters, but bear in mind the problem's this: it's so difficult parking these things, and if you're doing a lot of off-road off-grid I should say, there's lots of places you won't actually be able to get to, so you know, I'm doing a lot of, I live in the van, many of the places get from park for night even for my vehicle, are often quite difficult to get to. But for something like this, so that's the problem. You're sort of more or less limited to campsites. I know it's different in the United States because the roads are bigger and there's more possibilities. But here in Europe, you are, for the large vehicles, somewhat limited. Thanks for watching.